You guys know how popular YouTubers do like a shopping haul where they show everything that they bought the day before, or a clothing haul, or even like a bikini try-on or something? Well, I'm thinking the farmer's version is going to be our hay haul. Not like hauling hay, a hay haul. So here is what we brought in yesterday. Some very nice, voluptuous, green 3x4s, 1,300 pound Timothy Light Orchard, light alfalfa, large squares. The fun part begins. Now we get to clean up and put it away and make room in the barn. So yesterday, Sammy, Carl, me, and my mom put up about, I think it was 351 of these puppies. And only 6, 12, 18, 24. Only 24 made it home last night. We were running with a skeleton crew. So today's mission is to get them all rounded up, put on trailers, brought back here and stacked in the barn. I am using the JCB with the attachment that, if you guys have watched our videos, we use this to load bundles into box fans on semis. So this is not exactly ideal for large squares because these spears just aren't long enough. You really need like a 36-inch spear or whatever to just grab a large square up by itself. What's nice about this is you can claw into them and then it does hold it steady. It gets a little bit goofy because you have to spear low enough where the two sets of claws still get into the bottom bale of your stack. If you just get one claw in there, this one will pretty much go between the first and second bale and won't do anything, and the stack will kind of lean. It's not ideal. We really need another set of spears for that telehandler. It just, I don't know. It was an oversight all season long. We just never got to it. But I do have this weird feeling. You know that weird feeling that reinforcements or something is just coming? I think something's going to happen that's going to make our day a little bit easier. The one tricky part is this door is hardly taller than the 3 squares, so you have to come in pretty low. It's a lot tighter than I'd want to do all day, but sometimes what you want to do is not what you'd like. No. Yeah, sometimes what you want to do is not what you get to do. So I'm going to do what I have to do. What?
Sam behind the cam. We're trying to get a little clip of how tight it is in our barn. It's just filling up with hay faster than we would imagine. So we're running these large squares 3 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 5 on the end there.
See anything, so you're just hoping there's no dog or cat or small child, and it's like you have to remember where you're going because you can't see in front of you, so you get a phone call and then you're just guessing where you dropped the last stack.
Don't worry, I got you on camera rubbing the door.
Rub it.
Let's go get some more.
Pose guarding the hay elevators. You're not gonna let anyone take those, huh? Brand spanking new. Second cutting, Sammy.
It's coming back.
All right, give me the 2,000 mile review of the new trucks. How do you like them?
2,000 mile review of this truck here. I really like it. It's a 550.
What color?
Red.
Race red.
Race red. Red's actually my least favorite color, but I'm growing to like it with this truck.
Yep.
9-foot flatbed.
Yeah, 9-foot EV aluminum flatbed.
Super. I like it more than a pickup truck as far as hauling a trailer. You can see a little bit better.
Ever is fantastic on a phone call. So before I rudely interrupted Sam with a phone call, he was telling us the 2,000 mile review of the Race Red F550. And so far so good, huh?
I like it a lot. I think it was really a great choice for what we do and what we haul. And so far, I mean, they're working out really, really good. These are base model XL trucks. I mean, they have everything we need. I love the layout, super comfortable. They're 4-wheel drive, which is awesome. Haven't had to use it yet, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's been a good year for that.
I mean, it's I mean, they have everything we need, and I really like them. I like the interiors, the vinyl. It's really nice.
So these have towing capacity, I think, of 41.5. So we are, like, for once in our lives, legitimately within specs and properly using equipment, which is nice to say.
And it's a lot. I mean, it's just better overall. It's like we're not abusing the trucks that we have. We're using them what they're meant for. I really like with these larger trucks, we're getting about the same fuel economy as the small ones.
Right.
So I mean, it just seems to make more sense.
Righto. Looks just as good as we left it.
I love strapping trucks.
It's your favorite pastime, strapping trucks.
I'm overthinking. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Where have you been? You came to kick me down. You came to pick me up. My head is spinning. Somehow I remember. Ooh, my body on the...
If you were gonna judge the load by the drone footage, don't. Judge it now. I had to go get Sam to put his foot on the brakes, and then I took a stack of 3 and pushed and tightened them all up from the back end, and we ended up getting 3 more. For future reference though, now that we kind of have our wits about us, the coffee's only been in our system for about 30 minutes. We are going to take that load of 3, put it about there, and then shove the last 3 on the back, so that way that one has no chance of tipping back, you know, and it'll keep a safer load. Round 1 of many, Sam.
Not too many.
We got the semi strapped down, we got the load trail strapped down. So what did we get on the semi? We got 4 on the deck, 3 in the back, so 7 weird ones, and 37. 37 on the semi and 24 behind, no, 27 behind us. Because we shoved that one on the back. You know what I was thinking, Sam?
What's
It'd
that?
be pretty nice if we had 2 loaders at home, we could both be unloading.
Round robin, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
quick.
That would be pretty sweet. One guy here strapping, the other guy loading, and then 2 loaders at home. Man, that would really get it done. Sammy's ride, my ride. If you guys just so happened to watch the last video, you remember the bed and breakfast bale. Round 1 made it home. Let's get cooking. Carl's here too. Maybe he'll help us. This is the first grab back from the trip, so I have no idea what's going on in my pile in there. So I'm gonna be doing like the, like turn a little bit to the left to try to see where to go, and then I'll know. And then next trip I'll forget where I need to go again. But I don't think there's going to be too many more trips that fit in this particular side of the barn. I think we're going to have to switch it up to 2 locations, which would be really cool if we had 2 loaders, because it's 2 spots. Oh, that ain't it. Nope, it's over here. I lost it big time. What are you doing, Jeff? I sort of have this irrational fear that I'm going to take those front spears and put them through like a tire or a toolbox when I'm pulling stuff off this trailer. And it's irrational because if I'm paying attention, there's just no way I'm going to do that. But that's the thing about attention, is you're not always paying it. Hey buddy, you finally showed up.
I got the shop, your mess in there half cleaned up.
I can't believe it. Holt, what are we looking at? Or, who are you, I should say?
So I'm Holt with American Equipment Service. So we've got a store in Shreve, Ohio, and then this is my dad, Ted. He's from our Wilmington.
I mentioned before, I only get to see your dad when there's a signature to be had and a check that
Yes.
follows.
Yep.
He doesn't come out and he introduced himself as the bad guy.
Right. So I'm the good guy, but nope. Here's the TM320 or 220. Sorry, and we make a 320 and a 420 as well. So this is our smallest articulated telescopic handler that we produce.
Here's the thing with Holt. I reached out to buy a skid steer, and he tells me he doesn't have one, and about 2 weeks later he shows up with this. So he's a pretty good salesman. It's almost a skid steer, yeah. So as I was talking with Holt, we wanted a little smaller footprint of machine. Those telehandlers are coming in at almost 19,000 pounds.
Yep.
And this is like 13 and a half or 14?
Yeah, so you'll be right in that 13 and a half, 14,000 pound range. It'll have a full turn tipping load, so when the machine is at full articulation and full extension, you're going to be rated in that 4,000 pound, 4,000 to 6,000 pound sort of mark.
Wonderful.
Big thing on this is it is 74 horsepower, so no diesel particulate filter, no diesel exhaust fluid. Kind of packaged in a nice compact. Obviously, you see we move them on bumper pull trailers.
Yes.
A lot lighter machine to move around, but still give you capacity and lift height capability on them.
Sweet.
Maybe it's got that dirty driving up here.
It's too dirty?
Look at the top here.
So it'll have a 74 horse Kohler engine, so it's a JCB diesel by Kohler. Like I said, no particulate filter, no diesel exhaust fluid. It is a 3-speed hydrostatic transmission. Gives you about 25 mile an hour in road gear down the road.
How about this attachment up front? How did you know this is what we were doing today?
So this is a bale spear. We actually picked it up Friday afternoon. With this machine, it'll come standard with a Euro Global quick hitch, so very comparable to a lot of tractor loaders.
Yep.
Right now we have a single set of auxiliaries. It is a quick attach that you can operate out of the cab. You don't have to get out of the cab to change attachments.
Nice.
And then as we talk, we're going to put have a special project here later in the year where we can put a rotating grapple on it as well.
Wonderful.
So, but yep, same basic concept of handlers, mono boom design, but you're getting the lift height out of a lot smaller package versus going to a lot larger loader, and then we lose from a weight standpoint.
The whole point.
Yep.
Right on. Let's get this puppy unloaded.
All right.
Does the trailer go with it? We do semis.
That is ideal. That's it. That is exactly what we wanted.
All right, so we are back to our home farm, still unloading large squares. Something's a little different here though. What is going on? New machine? What are you doing? Stacking squares.
Well, the TM220 handled the large squares exactly how I wanted. I unloaded the semi with it. I didn't want to film too much because I'm a little uneasy going in that door just because it's so tight, but Sammy got me filming a little bit. We need to put the 4-foot spears on here. Those are 3. The 4 makes the bales a little less topsy-turvy, so we're looking for a 4-foot spear to put on the edge right now. We're going to take this to the other field we baled, and we're going to try it out in the field, which really was its best met use. We need height and stuff in the barn with the telehandlers, but that was always the planned usage of that machine, was always in the field. They'd have a lighter footprint, and we're going to use it to consolidate bundles ahead of the telehandler and load trucks out of the field. And with that machine in our arsenal and an operator in that machine putting 3 bundles together, the trucks and the load out crew should keep up with the bundlers themselves. So if the balers quit at 8 o'clock, the bundler should quit at 9, and the last semi should pull out of the field with all the hay at about 9, and then everyone can go home. There's no more waiting for trucks and cleaning up till 1 in the morning, which is the ultimate goal. We're trying to be more efficient always. I stopped in the house for lunch quick, expecting to get back in the semi and get going. And out of the corner of my eye, I caught something very peculiar. This is the second time in a week that I've been a hero for those that need a hero in their life. What are you doing out of your pen? Excuse me, ma'am. I guess I don't know your gender. Where do you think you're going? You have unlimited food, you have nice grass to munch on, you have a mud puddle which you guys like, and you still try to get out. Carl and Sammy found one 4-foot spear. We'll stick that in the middle and see if it... Hey, as long as you got a good operator, they can handle it, buddy. The old tried and true. Got the 3 trailers loaded up, ready to go. I changed our stacking methods like I promised. The 3 go in the opposite direction are now well within the load. If we were going a long distance, we'd still strap those, but we are not going a long distance. The time has come, Sammy. We're out of footing. I haven't spent a lot of time in the barn here. What's been the protocol?
So this is protocol here.
Yep.
This, we like to stretch it out all the way across.
Yep.
And then it unfolds 20 feet wide.
Okay.
So
that gives us about 5 more bales if they're 4 foot wide.
I like to try to overlap it a little bit, at least a foot everywhere we go. I did a special on WWE wrestlers on last night, and like the demise and rise of their career.
Successfully made it into field 2. This is 26 acres. I think there's 99 bales or something here. Got the semi parked somewhat in the middle-ish of the field. We're gonna go test out the new TM220 in the field with the new 4-foot single spear on it. So that should help a little bit, but I'm not gonna make a huge judgment call based on the attachment. I just wanna get a feel for the machine and if it can handle the weight and all that stuff. Which I believe from unloading the semi, it already can handle the weight. Still decent looking hay. Decent looking chow. You can see it still lost a little bit of color. It got a dew on it and it's sat out now for 18 hours or so. So it does lose some color. So it is important to get stuff in the barn. But as soon as you open up, the color's back there, so it doesn't really matter. These will probably be rebaled. Semi set up for its final voyage today. Sammy's hammering down on the TM220. That does look kind of cool. What do you think?
A little different than our telehandler, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is a little different. I'm gonna have Carl drop me off at Storm South and grab our telehandler. We'll whip these up and load them up quick. All right, I'll be back in a minute. We sent Carl home with the last load, and he dropped me off at a field down the street where the telehandler was at. So now we have the telehandler here and the TM220 loader. Be a good time to throw the drone up in the air and maybe compare some of the movements. It really is a much different feeling machine. This does not articulate. This has, I believe, 4-wheel steering. So they move a lot different, and it takes some getting used to, and maybe it'll be cool to see from the air. So enjoy, and thank you guys very much for watching the video. We really appreciate it.
We gotta go big or go home. We're down to the gold. Never been a better time to put it all on the line. Ooh, yeah. Time to put it all on the line. Yeah. Win big. Time to put it all on the line. Yeah, put it all. Win big. easy. Nothing good ever comes easy.